Hey Frag fam, Corbin here from Northwest Scent. Now today, we're going to be talking about a genre of fragrance that I am not too keen on, and I am referring to clones. Now, I don't have anything against clone fragrances. However, for me at least, I just prefer to get the real deal. But I know for a lot of people, that's not always the option, whether it be money or maybe just the fragrance is too hard to find, so you go with the clone option, and I totally get that. And so for that reason, that's why I'm making today's video. And the fragrance I'm referring to today, it's a clone of, quote, the King, Creed Aventus, and I actually think it is the best clone created yet. So if you guys are more interested in hearing about that, stay tuned. But first, let's roll that intro. All right, welcome back. So for Creed Aventus, as we know, there's seemingly a million clones out there. Now I haven't tried all of them, of course. I don't think that's actually possible, but I have tried quite a few. I've tried Club de Nuit Intense Man, and in fact, that's actually the fragrance I started at, or with I should say, in the Creed Aventus realm. Before I even got my first bottle of Creed Aventus, that's what I had. I have also smelled Mont Blanc Explorer. I've smelled this one I'm gonna refer to. There's another clone from this same house that is also a clone of Creed Aventus, but I don't think that one does the actual Creed Aventus as much justice as this one does. Supremacy Silver, tried that one. That one's okay, just the performance isn't great. But this one, it's the package deal. The scent is on point, in my opinion. 95% there, closer than anything else I've ever smelled. The performance is amazing. It's actually on par with Creed Aventus, if not better. And that's because this is a full-on parfum concentration. And on top of that, it's super affordable. You can find bottles for, I want to say I bought this for maybe $60. So while that's still expensive, you know, that's in designer territory. And I think that's definitely a really good bang for your buck for what you're getting. Now, the fragrance I'm referring to, it's from Sensual Obsessions, and it is called King of Kings. Let's see if that gets focused. The name is right here on the cap. You have to kind of rotate it. But yeah, this is an amazing clone. So let's dive right in and talk about that. So before we dive into the actual fragrance itself, I just want to go over the presentation and then the size and all that really quickly. So again, here's the bottle. Like a cube shape basically. There's the atomizer. It's a really nice atomizer. It sprays quite a bit of juice. And this is a 30 ml size, 30 milliliters. I can't remember what other sizes it comes in. I don't think it goes above 50 though. But yeah, I paid about 60 for this 30 ml, which does sound like a lot, but when you consider this is a parfum concentration, it's gonna last a long time, you don't need a ton of sprays, this is a really good deal. So the batch that this clone in particular is actually trying to replicate is batch 13ZZ01, which if you don't know, 13ZZ01 is actually considered a, quote, grail, and it's one of the top 3 most sought after batches of all of Creed Aventus. And so that's a big deal, and that was kind of one of the main reasons I jumped on this. Now, smelling it, I will say it does not smell exactly like 13ZZ01. I've owned that batch. I had it for a long time. It was great. It's a really expensive batch, by the way, and that's why people are trying to replicate it. But this does not replicate that batch exactly. So why is it in this video? Well, I think it does a great job at replicating the second formulation of Creed Aventus, kind of that era from like 2014 to 2019. And in particular, this is actually a really good vanilla heavy batch. So like 16 A01, 15 R12, I'm trying to think of others. Those are the two that pop in my head just instantly for vanilla heavy batches. This smells extremely close to them. And I actually have one of those batches right here, and I have them on both hands. And honestly, they smell so similar. I can still kind of pick out which one is the clone, but it is close. And unless you're like a diehard Creed Aventus fan and you've been smelling it for a long time and testing all these batches, I guarantee you, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between the two. This is an amazing clone. So what I get from this is a lot of pineapple, a lot of vanilla, and blackcurrant. So the blend on this, those 3 notes that I just pointed out, those are the same notes you get from these like mid-tier older batches. The ones that aren't technically vintage, but they're not the newer formulations either. So yeah, if you're looking for something that smells just like a batch from 2015, 2016, maybe 2014, this one's on par, no doubt. And at $60, like I said, it is such a steal. Buying these batches of Aventus nowadays, you're gonna be shelling out well over $500, $600 just for a bottle. And I get that that is totally crazy and asinine. So I would just recommend getting this. I know for most of you watching this, probably you don't really care about batches of Creed Aventus. You just want something that smells like it and smells good. And I'm telling you, this is the best. This is better than Club de Nuit Intense Man. This is better than Mont Blanc Explorer. This is better than Supremacy Silver. This is what you want to get right here. It is from a smaller indie house, Sensual Obsessions. So I was kind of hesitant when going into it. I was like, how close could they really get to actual Creed Aventus? But I'm telling you, they did a great job with this one. One of the main knocks I can give this clone is that it doesn't really evolve and develop on your skin like actual Creed Aventus. You don't really get those transitions as much. It's pretty linear throughout its life, but you do get a little more woodiness in the base a few hours after you've been wearing it, which is nice because that woody smell, which comes from birch, I know some people look for that in Aventus. It's just a very appealing smell, and you can definitely get that with King of Kings. So honestly, like I said, a great clone, and as I mentioned earlier, great performance. I've worn this twice now, as well as just this test spray I have on my wrist right here, and I've gotten 10 plus hours every single time wearing this. This thing is beast mode. Like I said, it's a parfum concentration, so that totally makes sense. But for $60, you're getting such a package deal here. I cannot emphasize that enough. All the other clones out there, except for maybe Club de Nuit Intense Man, they only last a few hours, you know, maybe 5 hours at best, and that's why they're cheap. But this one's cheap. You're getting the performance, you're getting the smell, you're getting everything with this. So I will link Sensual Obsessions down below. I don't know if I can provide a link to this exact fragrance, but it is, again, it is called King of Kings, and it is under their exclusive line or their parfum line of fragrances, I believe. But man, guys, this honestly smells really good. And like I said, I'm not a huge clone person. Just for me, if I'm gonna get a fragrance, I wanna get the real deal. But this is a worthy clone, and I probably will actually wear this on top of wearing regular Creed Aventus, because it's honestly that good. So again, check the link down in the description and get a bottle while you can. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a limited release or if they're gonna continue to produce it. Either way, would definitely recommend. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate leaving a like as well as a comment. And then while you're down there, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification so you guys stay up to date on new videos that come out. I've been putting a lot of work into this channel recently, so doing all that really shows your support and it means a lot to me. And then with that, I hope you guys have a good one. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and smell great.